I didn't know quite what to expect, because I think I always thought like residencies were for sort of super professional artists, and that you needed to come up with a really concrete brief and then use that time to deliver the work within that sort of time frame. When I got here, I realised actually that you need to be a lot more open to sort of being in a place where you can just focus on art and doing your art. So that took the pressure off, kind of thinking I need to create a body of work that needs to all be sort of cohesive. And yeah, so it exceeded my expectations in that it's given me lots of space to think, and each day I've sort of woken up and thought, let's see what I fancy doing today. Because obviously I was coming down planning on working on portraits, and then, which I did for the first 2 days, but then really by the third day I was a bit like, the scenery and the landscape is so ridiculously beautiful that it was a bit rude almost to not try a landscape. So, and it felt, but I think because of the way you structured it, it felt very relaxed and comfortable. There was very little pressure, so it meant that I felt quite comfortable to be able to give it a go. But the space is amazing. So when I got here, everything was, you know, in a certain place. So then I just rejigged everything, because you get quite into your comfort zone of like needing your table on the left and your easel over here. But yeah, it's great. I've zoned it, so I've got my sort of materials table and display area, and then I've got like technology corner where I've got my laptop and my computer, so I can do all my photo editing and stuff there. And then everything else is on wheels, so you can just sort of wheel it about. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's really lovely, and it's quiet and it's peaceful, and then it just has this beautiful view. And I think it was that view that probably by about day 3 I was like, oh come on, like, you know, just go out and have a look at and see what's out there. The last years, for my eyes have really seen the same thing every day. You know, it haven't, because we've all been in lockdown, there hasn't been any new visual stimulus that I've really experienced. So coming here, and then all of a sudden you've got like mountains and sandbanks, and you know, it felt like it's like another world. And I think if I'd come in and been too disciplined and said, oh, you know, I'm going to stick very rigidly to this idea of these portraits, it would have been a shame, really. I think it would have, you know, my eyes were seeing all this stuff and they wanted to try and do something with it. So, and then I think about halfway through I was a bit like, oh, this is all a bit rubbish. Don't know whether I should be doing this. But actually, again, that's taking away that pressure of feeling you've got to produce something incredible by the end of it. I feel like what I've done is I've gathered lots of ideas and sketches and sort of painted sketches and studies, and then I think when I get home I will be able to reflect on that and then either bring that into work I'm doing, or, as you say, let's start a new body of work. I think, which was some advice actually that Shelley gave me, is what I would pass on, is that, yeah, gather it, use it as a place to gather resources from, and kind of use your time to be relaxed and be kind to yourself, and don't feel pressure. Obviously, you know, there's been some days I've had to give myself a bit of a kick up the bum, because I'm like, come on, do the stuff. So a bit of pressure is good, but I think on the whole, I would just say, come here with an open mind and wait and see what attracts you, and then just lean into it and see what happens. And yeah, you will have an amazing time. I'm very jealous that you get to come again.